There's some music.
Doesn't it
8
sound
o'clock.
doesn't it sound like it's a news desk?
It's
Sounds
something.
like something.
We got 2 likes. Got no viewers. Let's get this going, folks. Let's get it on.
Sweet.
We got 5 people watching right now. Let's get it on, folks. Get that button hitting. Let's get it. The like button going. If you never subscribed to us before, this is going to be a heck of a podcast. We got the guest tonight, 859, behind the bars.
Boys.
Boys. I call them the boys. Boys.
Hey, Chris,
Hey, what's up?
can they hear us now?
No. I can't hear you. I just muted you for the rest of the night.
Is Les
Oh
back
my
there? Is Les back there?
Oh, no.
Is Tina back there? Is Tina back there? I don't see Tina. You need to turn around. We need to pick up Tina. I don't see Tina back there.
I'm poking my eyes out.
Me too.
Oh man, we got to tell the story. We got to tell the story. I'm telling you.
Oh, no. That's horrible.
I know, especially since some of your family members are actually subscribed now. That is terrible. They'll know the story.
Is Tina back there now?
I think Tina is subscribed, so who?
It's a totally different person we're talking about, though. Yeah. Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Oh yeah. I don't even know which one we're doing. Which one are we doing here? All right, I think it's this one.
Nobody hates loud pipes. Come on.
Wait. Loud pipes save lives. I mean, look, I'm keeping her alive.
Is that statistically provable?
No,
I don't
it is
know.
not.
Can you tell
No,
me?
it's not.
It's not.
Everybody will disagree with you on that.
Well, not everybody.
That-
It's like 50-50, actually. 50-50
More like
people think
60-40.
they're... What?
60-40.
60-40?
I don't want
Well,
an
we'll be-
opinion. I want statistics. I want to
All
know.
right, so I'm going to give you my statistic, okay? When I was like a little kid, when I couldn't hear cars, but I heard a freaking motorcycle coming. So as I was a kid, about ready to run, hey, welcome to the podcast. Connie? Who?
Oh, you got it
Corey.
up there? Oh,
Yeah, it's up there for you.
Corey.
Corey, yeah. Welcome to the podcast. Connie's,
absolutely.
I got to make sure she's doing her job.
Uh-huh.
All right, so let me get these per here. Well, all right, pipes have saved me.
See, there you go.
Yeah, I totally agree with that. Anyway, me and Les are back. I look at him. He's tired. I am back, ecstatic, because I'm the one that actually drove. He was the one sleeping on the way here.
He was not sleeping.
Yes, he was.
All you guys did was blah, 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 blah,
Oh,
blah,
my
blah, blah.
gosh. No.
Boy, am
Anyway.
I glad I stayed home.
I have never heard so much motorcycle
We had some
stuff
of
in my life.
we had some of the best fun ever. I mean, it was the first vacation that I wasn't actually, you've been there for like 7 days and you're going, okay, we want to go back early. Let's go ahead and pack things up and let's go back. It was one of the vacations like, man, we had so much fun. We didn't want to go back. As a matter of fact, I was hiding all the suitcases and all that crap outside in another apartment so nobody would find it. And they're like, where's our stuff? I think we got robbed. I think we got to call the police.
Oh, God.
Oh, boy. Let's get the folds of honor, shall we?
Oh, hey, you need to calm down. Okay. Calm down. Okay. All
Hi,
right.
Brian.
Hey, Brian, what's going on? We will be talking to him here in a few seconds. It's 859 night tonight. We're going to be talking about mobbing in the hills or the mountains.
Mobbing the mountains.
Oh, yeah. Mobbing the mountains is going to be fun. All right. So we got, looks like 8 people here. Make sure you're hitting that like button. There's only 4 people
9.
so far. 9 people now.
And
All right.
subscribe, please.
Subscribe, please. Yeah, we got to get that. We got to get up there, man. We got to get up there. All right. So here we go. Let's go with the Folds of Honor. So, folks, I set up this account for Folds of Honor. Its mission is Folds of Honor is a 501c nonprofit dedicated to providing educational scholarships to the spouses and children of U.S. military services members and first responders who've fallen. Oh, let me go back. The timer's too fast. I gotta make that one go there. Or been disabled while serving. So. Since 2007, they awarded nearly 62,000 scholarships, totaling about $290 million, which is pretty cool. Diversity driven, Nearly 45% of recipients are minorities. I can't even say that word.
Minorities?
All right. Anyway.
Minorities.
Yes.
Well,
Right
whoever-
on, brother.
Yeah. So
I hear it for them. Yeah, right on.
scan that code there and donate $5 or whatever you want, or donate nothing. It's up to you. All right. Next one. Max is very good at this. I mean, he probably could do it blindfolded, but here we go. And look at that.
All right. Here at Throttle and Iron,
Yes.
folks, we believe
Yes.
that throttles and bottles don't mix. We promote responsible drinking and do not condone drinking and riding at all. While we may enjoy a drink during the podcast, we do so safely at our own homes, with no riding taking place before or after. Please enjoy responsibly, follow your local laws, never drink and ride safe, live free. Having said that, tonight's selection is the Blade and the Bow. This is a 43.5 Kentucky bourbon available at most of your local liquor stores.
Mhm.
I recommend it. Pretty good stuff.
Oh.
Blade and the Bow.
Hey, can you give me a glass?
No.
What we've got right here.
You don't ever get nothing.
water.
I was cleaning out my cabinets. I found a
Water,
bottle of
too.
that pecan liquor. You can't have it.
All right. So we got a couple things we want to talk about before we get to the Mobbin. One of the big things is one of our good friends, RyFish, put a video out this morning, and I should get that. Let me get that real quick. It's about a new law that actually starts July 1st, and it's in Minnesota, and you won't believe.
Is it only in Minnesota?
Only in Minnesota.
Okay.
But it will affect a lot of people because when one state does it, another state will follow. So let me get RyFish's contact information here. You're right.
Well, what's the video about?
What's the video about? Lane splitting. Okay. Well, what I want to do is I want to get I'm going to get the link here, copy link, and I'm going to put it into the chat here so you guys can watch him. I'm always supporting him. Hey, Connie, can you go to the shirts? Can you get the shirts real quick?
Yeah.
Okay, please. Yeah, go get the shirts. And that kind of stuff, because I told him I was going to do that. Anyway, so I want to get you guys in this 859. We don't live very, we live really close to California, right? but but that's really the only state that really has it. I mean, there's other states that have kind of similar laws. It's kind of more like a, not lane splitting, what they call it, filtering.
Lane filtering.
Yeah. So it's a little bit different. But in this case, this state has both. They have lane filtering and they're going to have splitting lanes. Hold on a sec. I got a phone call from Oscar. This is strange. Hey, what's up?
Now, he always tells us we have to shut our phones off.
Thank you,
for the
buddy.
podcast, right?
Yeah, no kidding. I
turn my phone
mean,
off.
for God's sake, your
Yeah.
phones
Hey, good
off,
job.
turn your
Thank you.
phones down. Good God.
And look who gets the call.
Hey, when we got good friends like Oscar, I thought he was going to say I won something. But anyway, Oscar's watching. I had, hey, when you go to Myrtle Beach, you buy a lot of clothes, and sometimes you forget. He told me, he said, hey, listen, man, you got your extra large sticker still on my shirt. All right. Anyway, RyFish, can you guys still hear me?
Yes.
All right.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
RyFish is put a video out, and it kind of, it's you driving that way. And what he's concerned is because he went to a couple police officers, and you go watch his film or his video, but he went to a couple of police stations because he wanted to interview them, and nobody knew anything about the law at all. So, which is, that's how it is. So if
Not
nobody,
only the local police, but
Yeah.
the state troopers
yeah,
and various other law enforcement, none of them had any idea this law was about to take place. And if you ask me, that's what's dangerous.
yeah,
Lane splitting is fine. It's worked in California. I'd like to see it go nationwide. But here's the problem.
Mhm.
You need a 6-month lead time to get the public and everybody up to speed. Because without that, guess what you're going to have? Especially here in Ohio and Kentucky, a bunch of mad drivers stuck in traffic, and here comes a motorcycle, and somebody go, "Oh well, F him." Yeah, and that's exactly what's going to happen.
Yeah, go ahead.
You watch those guys on YouTube doing that all the time, and you always think that's going to happen, but it seems like it never does.
Well, the drivers are used
to it. In California, because they're used to it.
Yeah.
Because they're used to it. Nobody outside of California is used to it. And like I said, you guys drive around here. You know what kind of a-hole drivers we've got around here.
Yeah.
Hell, they're mad at you if you stop them 5 seconds for a poker run. Shit. I imagine if you're trying to pass them when traffic isn't going anywhere.
Yeah.
Yeah, when we went to Wisconsin, we got cut off a couple times because we were just people are just crazy. Anyway, I don't want to spend too much time. Go watch that video because we're going to talk about mobbing in the hills and that kind of stuff. And listen, don't want to steal Riding Fish's thunder on his video. But anyway, I put it in. Oh, actually, I don't. It's right here. I'll send you guys a link. So check at his channel. Go ahead and subscribe to his channel. But anyway, that's the link to the channel. But yeah, one thing I wanted to say was when I went to California. And I was in a traffic jam, and I had no idea that they could do lane splitting. And I seen motorcycles go between me. I wanted to open the door, and I'm sure that's what their residents up there are going to go through for many years until they get used to it, as they're going to be jealous for that motorcycles can go past them. And they it's always about the fair share kind of thing, share the road. But guess what? Motorcycles can go through, and he made a good point. Like I said, there's a lot of points on there. But anyway, that's all I wanted to say about that. So watch that video. I'll put another link here in a second, so everybody can go watch that later tonight. Just favorite, whatever you want to. He did a good job on the video. Anyway, he's a good friend of ours, and I want to support him. But hey, it's a new law in his state. All right, so. Welcome to the podcast, 859. Looks like you got a lot of people here wanting to know, what happened. What happened at the Mobbin of the Mountains?
Probably wondering if we're going to tell any secrets or anything.
Well, they all got videos coming out. They all got videos coming out too, right? So.
Yeah,
there was a ton of YouTubers there. Yeah.
Yeah, a lot of people got some videos, but you'll probably have to stay tuned for the videos. Rolling Throttle's definitely going to have one. We're going to have a bunch. So,
Rolling Throttle's, Rolling Throttle's asking, hey, what happened at Mobbin the Mountain? So,
so his event. Let me go ahead and go to Rolling Throttle or Mobbing of the Mountains, and I'll put a link of that.
So he put the date. He put the date out for next year already.
Oh, he did?
Oh, wow.
Damn.
When is that? I forgot my calendar started.
I think it's June 24th through the 27th. Yeah.
All right. So he's got right now the page is not found, but you can go. I'll give you guys this this link. You need to go to his website and put it in your favorites.
He'll have it on the website.
Yeah. All right, coming soon. He says, "Hello, coming soon." Yeah. All right, so
what was your impressions, 859? What did you guys see there that you can tell us about? Because some things you just can't.
I mean, honestly, we had never really rode with like a whole pack of bikes like that big. It was crazy.
Yeah, there was 50 or 60 bikes. Yeah, there was a lot of us. We rode at the front most of the time, but we got some pretty cool shots of the whole pack behind us and stuff. But
it was cool. Like you look in your mirror and you got a mile stretch or mile and a half, and it's just bikes all the way back. You can't even see the end of the line.
Yeah, it was really cool, and just the terrain and everything down there in the mountains. We were in Summersville, West Virginia this year, and the roads we rode, some of the scenic views that we went and saw and everything. Like it was just really cool riding in that part of the country.
I think the coolest thing is the Rolling Throttle guys. Drew was in the front. We'd be riding and like they knew obviously where we were going and everything, but they would just the guys from the back would come up to the front and block the lanes for us, and we would just blow through intersections, and it was like seamless.
Yeah,
It was awesome.
Yeah, he
It
definitely ran the ride.
It was unbelievable. I was like blown away. I told the boys, like, I cannot believe that happened like that.
Yeah, it was it was really cool riding like that. Yeah.
They did a freaking awesome job doing it. It was unreal.
Yeah, we definitely. If he's got the dates, maybe you can type them in there and we can share them with everybody. We definitely want to try to go there next year and have some fun with it. Let's see what some of the actual comments here we got here. Welcome to the show, Dr. Harley. I'll get your channel here and I'll post that here in a second. Welcome to the channel, Dallas. These guys are always supporting 859 guys, and they hop on here mostly all the time. So great bunch of people here. NC Crimson Glide. That's a pretty cool name. I think that's the first time I've seen him here. But welcome to the podcast. And so I've seen some of the video. You had Meg, right? Meg that was there?
Yeah.
Megs Motorcycle Adventures.
Those two are awesome. They were
hanging out with them was definitely
fun.
A good time.
Was she doing handstands, walking on her hands?
Oh, yeah, she actually did. That was part of it. Yeah, but they're both really, really good riders. I was really impressed with her skill riding.
Yeah, wait till you see the video from riding. Michael was freaking. He was riding a breakout.
Is it 2014?
Yeah.
I think.
No, it's a. Was it?
I thought it was a new one.
Yeah, it was. He's got a new one.
He has a new one, but he was
That
one's getting something done to it. So he was riding his older bike, and man, we were hammering at one point.
Yeah.
So let me let's look at some of these pictures here that you sent me here. So what'd you say? 150, 200 bikes in that group ride? It looks like a lot.
No, and that picture, there's like 50 or 60.
Oh wow. Okay. Cool.
I think there was probably 100 there, but like I said, everybody didn't ride.
Yeah, the whole group didn't go every day, so yeah, there's probably 50 in the one where there was the most people, I'd say.
Oh, geez, I hate this new.
Roll Throttle Life says we are updating the website. It's down right now.
Oh, Bob Cole's in here.
He does reinforce the dates for next year, June 24th through the 27th, 2026. Yeah. And who said? Let me see.
What is going on here?
Max?
Somebody said it was the best event ever.
That's Dr. Harley. That's what I was looking for. Yeah. Best event of the decade.
We'll have to up it next year then.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's awesome.
So the organizational things seemed on point for that.
Oh my gosh!
Yeah,
it was like I said, it was unbelievable that they pulled that off like that. And we were with 60 bikes. We rode 305 miles.
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
On two lane roads.
Oh,
Did
wow.
we ride on the highway? We may have rode on the highway.
Yeah, we probably rode 20 miles on the highway, maybe.
Yeah. I think I was watching. I think Drew on either it was on his show or something like that, or he was doing a video where somebody said they should make it a state motorcycle event or something like that.
They could, like I said, it was. It was pretty unbelievable.
Yeah, the city that we did it in did a pretty good job promoting it. They were with Drew on getting all the license and insurance and everything that he needed, so they were supporting it too. So that was pretty cool.
Nice.
Yeah, he had some guys come down from Massachusetts.
Yeah, Drew broke the news there in the comments. And during the stunt show, he tried to get involved in the stunt show and broke his collarbone.
Oh shit!
Wow. No. He tried to jump over a motorcycle while he was doing donuts, and he didn't make it.
Yeah.
Oh my god!
Oh jeez, I mean, you know what? You gotta have fun when you're young.
He's got a broken wing right now.
You gotta have fun when you're young. You know what I'm saying? When you go old, you can't move like that. Well, I'm sorry, he is getting old.
Yeah, he found that out.
He said Go ahead. Go ahead.
We had speed, marriage proposals, hospitals, and cops. Sounds like quite the combination.
It sounds like this thing, hit all cylinders, man.
Yeah, well, on one day, we also had a torrential rainstorm come in. It was just us and one other guy were riding back. We were trying to beat the rain. And the video that we're going to put out about that is going to be pretty good. But, man, I've never hardly seen it rain that bad. It was
like a Florida rainstorm that was unbelievable. It was like
Oh yeah,
crazy.
there's a picture of it.
Yeah. Yeah, right there's a picture of it, man.
Oh, wow.
It gets worse shortly after that, right there.
Yeah. You have to watch stay tuned for our video on that.
Derek's Road King quit. It was raining so hard.
There's a spoiler for the video.
I mean, I was in some rain. I know what you're talking about.
Yeah,
So,
it was pouring.
So NC Crimson Glide said we had ice cream too.
Yeah.
So I got a patch I've got to get sewn on my vest here, but
oh nice. That Drew needs one
I
of
wish I had that.
Where'd you get that one at?
Amazon.
Okay. All right, I'm trying to get some of these. Who's that right there? What's his name?
Yeah, we got some echoing going on here.
Corey.
Yeah, somebody's either playing it on their phone or maybe they're hearing it or something like that. Corey, we rode from Massachusetts and Rhode Island. One guy rode from North Dakota. That's a pretty good ride right there, boys.
Yeah, there was people from all over. There was some, like you said, from the Dakota or where?
Yeah, 701 came from.
Yeah, Connie. You got yours on?
Yeah.
Where did
No, turn your
701
volume
come
down. Look at that, because you got your volume up.
I think he rode 1,400
No, I
miles.
don't.
Oh, you
to
don't?
get
Okay.
there.
Okay.
Right?
Yeah, no, I don't know.
Those two guys came from St. Louis too.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, people from Missouri, Virginia, and we came from Kentucky. Jake rode up from Florida with Drew.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Crystal rode her road glide by herself from Panama City to West Virginia. When was it?
Wednesday night.
Wednesday
Wednesday
night.
night.
She got there at 3 o'clock in the morning, got up at 8 o'clock in the morning and rode to about 200.
Well, attempted the ride.
Yeah, I think she did a couple shorts on that or something, because I remember seeing that on
She
YouTube.
almost made the whole rider clutch went out at the end of
Oh,
it.
that sucks.
Oh, wow.
Let's see if I can catch up with these. Corey, let's see here. Welcome to the podcast, Jim Reynolds. All right, let's see. Dallas. I'm trying to catch up with everybody. Cornbread, Corey. What's up? I guess there might be an inside joke about that. Drew and Crystal put a ton of work into putting it together, and it was a great time. I mean, it sounds to me, everybody here and everything I've heard about it so far, it's like this thing's an outstanding event. I can't wait.
Yeah, I mean, it's
a lot of riding, a lot of hanging out too.
Yeah.
I mean, we took over like the whole campground. It was awesome.
Dr. Harley brought some stuff and grilled, and everybody kind of hung out up there.
Everybody got to eat Dr. Harley's weenies.
Yeah. It was big.
Hey,
Okay.
PG.
Yeah.
Let's see here. Let's see. I'm looking at anything else here. If we got any more questions here.
Well,
But,
Doc Harley was talking about some moonshine, I think.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah. He brought down the orange creamsicle moonshine.
Now you guys did not sample that, right?
No.
We didn't try it. He scared me off of it. He said it was pretty strong. So.
Wow, look at that. So yeah, Crystal. I mean, that is, pretty wild to ride as a woman, like he said, from Panama
by
City.
herself.
Yeah.
Yeah, right, all by herself on them roads. That is
At night.
crazy. Yeah.
Yeah, getting in there, out in the mountains at 3 a.m. It was pretty impressive. Yeah.
Hey, Abel Rick, welcome to the podcast. I need to get some of these guys as my monitors so they can push links in there, because I'm just not good at most of these people's these YouTube channels they got. I'll try to get as much as I can here. I'm gonna post your guys' out here in a second. 859. I'm gonna start. I'm gonna.
Yeah, I think next year is gonna grow even bigger for sure.
Yeah, it's a damn right. We're gonna be there.
Yeah, there's people from up here that we were talking to that said they're going to go. So,
yep, I wrote down the dates, and I'm going to try to save enough vacation to get there. So that was the issue this year. We already had stuff planned, but definitely get the dates down, and going to try to save some days to be able to attend.
It's
Is
cool to be
it a
able to
camping
ride.
situation? Is it a camping situation, or
you can
is
do
it
whatever.
hotels or what?
There's a campground. The campground has cabins, and there's hotels like 3 or 4 miles away.
Yeah, there's hotels right there. The campground is pretty much all of us.
Yeah, he didn't say for sure that it's going to be back there or not. So he might. Yeah, he might change it. It's going to be
might change the town, or
it's going to be in the area. I don't know. He doesn't know where it's going to be yet.
Yeah, the location has not been confirmed yet, but it's going to be that weekend he put on there, June 24th to the 27th.
Gotcha. All right, let me get Rolling Throttle's YouTube channel here real quick, and I'll post that in there. So what was the number one thing? What was the best thing? Everybody's got to have the best thing, right? What was the best thing that happened there? What you guys did?
Best thing that happened? Probably the ride either Friday or Saturday. Walker's going crazy here in the apartment.
Yeah. Our Saturday ride was like a King of the Baggers race or something.
Yeah, we were riding pretty hard.
Crazy.
We rode pretty hard because we had a smaller group that day, just some pretty serious riders. So,
yeah, there was just 7 of us that day.
Yeah. We were letting it eat that day, but
it was fun.
So what's the craziest thing you saw there?
Oh yeah, Jared said the Mothman statue. We rode over to Point Pleasant, West Virginia, on one ride, and that's the city. I don't really know. You want to talk about the Mothman? You're the
that's where the Mothman legend started in Point Pleasant. They got a big statue.
I figured I'd have some real crazy story about something that happened, like.
Well, the guy from the Bent Rim podcast, that's his name.
Zach.
Yeah, Zach. He proposed during the ride. That was kind of cool.
Oh, and you guys didn't try to stop
cool.
it?
Yeah. If Les was there, he's what is it? Ordained minister.
Yes,
yeah. So he can actually do that on the spot. So we could have just did it right then, right? So.
Well, maybe next year.
Yep, maybe next year we'll.
Hey, there you go. I'll bring my credentials. I can sign everything, and we'll fix them up.
Okay, but here's the thing you got to remember. We got to remember about bike rallies in general.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you see a lot of videos. Yeah, you hear a lot of stories. But there's always some things that what happens in the campground stays.
That's what we want, man. We want some of that dirt.
No.
We want some of that dirt. Come on.
That goes back to the days of Chillicothe and back in the zoo. You don't talk about what happens back there.
Oh, come on,
If you ever
Max.
been to Chillicothe, you don't ever talk about what happens back there. You don't film it. You don't talk about it. It's just what you had to be.
I sent you a picture of the Mothman thing, Chris.
Okay, I'm getting it right now. All right. So
yeah, what they always say
at every rally.
Mobbin stays at Mobbin.
There you go.
Well, Rolling Throttle
That's
Life
old
says
school rules, brother. Old school rules.
Well, Rolling Throttle Life says they're getting married at Mobbin next year, so.
Oh, there we go. That might.
Maybe you can marry him.
Yeah. So if you need me to, I'll bring my credentials and I can marry him. I'm recognized in all 50 states, not a problem.
Yeah.
Hey. Looking good, guys.
I'll tell you what. I gotta get this thing is way too big. I'm trying to make it smaller here. Okay, there we are. There we go. The Mothman. I tell you what.
Yeah.
He'd be pretty shiny at night if he looked like that.
Yeah. So Evil Rick just commented. The stunt guys. When did they start with us? Friday. They started with us Friday, and about 30 minutes into the ride, one of them crashed.
Yeah.
Ooh.
They had to go back.
I tell you, I can tell you a story, man. I was state troopers were actually I did a Harley-Davidson course, and the state troopers were coming the last day, and it was pouring down rain, and it just stopped, and they were pulling into the school parking lot, and one of them wiped out, and they never came and helped us. They just turned around and left. You get embarrassed a little bit, man. Especially things happen. Things happen.
Everybody, I'm sure.
Yeah, it happens to everybody, man. So
Saturday when we're riding, we're on this 1-lane road going pretty good pace, and we run up behind a cop, and the guy that was leading us put his hand up for us we're going to pull over and wait for the guys behind us, and the cop pulls over, and we just went on.
He just waves us by.
Yeah. So we just went on flying.
Yeah, we just flew right past him, and then we get like way up the road from him, and we stop to wait for everybody else. And he stops, and he's just like, "Hey, you guys all right?"
Yeah, it's okay.
We're like, "Yeah." Then he just, "All right, cool." And then he left. He didn't
that's
care
cool.
one bit.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It's cool when the locals have the word.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, the other cool thing was the stunt show. They took over the parking lot at the local armory. It was a pretty big parking lot. I put some shorts up on it on our YouTube channel that you get a sneak peek of it. But that was a really cool show those guys did. They came down from Massachusetts. It was the South Shore Scum, and they did a really good job. They're in with the Daytona helmets. Guy got kind of lined them guys up, and yeah, they did a really good job.
Yep, that was cool.
Connie, what'd you say? Oh, Connie said that she was on OnlyFans, and she said there is a channel called Mobbin in the Mountains.
Oh, please.
He's lying.
Not even funny.
Jeez.
What? It's not funny. What are you laughing at, man? Are you laughing?
Not funny.
I'm laughing at you, not with you.
Evil Rick says Big Mike got stopped by the cops.
Yeah. Friday we're riding, that pack of 60 bikes.
Mm-hmm.
Big Mike was about 2/3 of the way back. The cop turns around, comes back, passes 20 bikes, and points to him and pulls him over.
Yeah.
Oh,
and
that
says
sucks.
that,
Wow.
Was he the biggest guy?
I guess. But yeah, the cop was just like, I
want you to tell whoever's leading this that we don't want any trouble. And
to make sure everybody's wearing helmets.
Yeah.
We're obviously all wearing helmets.
Yeah. You just passed us all, you clown. I mean,
Was his bike red?
No, it's black, right?
Black, yeah.
Okay, just checking.
Big
Well,
Mike
he
and 35.
probably had the stature,
Hey.
the confidence that the cop said, this guy's got to be running this thing. So he said, "Come here, I want to talk to you. I don't want no problems out of this place."
Got a shout out for Rolling Thunder Life. That's the rule. At night, the cameras go up, and what happens at Mobbin stays at Mobbin. Right on, brother. Right on.
Max.
Old school rules.
Well, Max, read the one
Old
right
school
below that
rule.
for Bob Cole.
Has some of that stuff. Oh my goodness. Well, brother, I've heard some of those stories. Guess what? The doctors have cures for that.
Bob,
you got to do what you got to do.
Bob Cole will be on the podcast next week. It's going to be exciting. So.
Oh, sweet.
Yep.
Oh, I'm worried about Mr. Cole.
Yeah, we'll have to ask him about some of those stories. Seems like he's got some experience. Oh, geez, I'm just kidding. All right, Max, you gotta lighten up a little bit, have some fun.
No.
Anyway,
some rules are ironclad. What happens at the rally stays at the rally.
So,
trust me.
So did
Anybody
you guys
with a gray beard will tell you that.
Did you guys stay at the hotel, or did you guys stay at the camp?
Yeah, we finished our toy hauler and stayed in it.
Okay, gotcha.
We built the toy hauler and took it. We hauled our bikes in it and stayed in it.
Yeah. So we stayed at the campground.
Oh, nice. So you got like
how's the temperature down there? You guys okay?
It was pretty moderate. The couple days it was a little bit off and on rain, and then afterwards it got pretty hot.
I think we must have been up pretty high elevation where the campground was, because it was kind of chilly at night.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, cool.
Dang, that's pretty cool.
So
the trailer had an air conditioner on it anyway, so it wasn't that bad.
Oh, nice. So the question is, next year when Chris and I go, do you have room for our bikes in your trailer?
Definitely not. We absolutely do not. If you watch our video, we got, it's a 7x16. It's got a full bathroom, a toilet, a shower, and a sink, and a little kitchen in it. And we put our 3 bikes inside it.
Yeah, we could not. You can't hardly put anything else.
You couldn't fit another pair of shoes in there.
Well, could you get a bigger trailer by then? I mean,
that's
part of it.
Kudos for you guys for setting it up that way. That sounds pretty cool.
Yeah, absolutely, man. Sounds nice.
So you guys you remodeled it and you put your own bathroom and everything in it, sink and stuff?
What's that?
You put a bathroom and sink and everything in it, or did it come like that?
Yeah. No, we installed it.
Yeah, we made everything.
Yeah.
Nice.
Custom built.
Welcome to the podcast, Flipping Zipple. All right. So Les, you got anything you want to talk to these guys about?
No, they won't give me any of their secrets or anything like
No,
that.
it's
We
kinda
just gotta show
sad.
up next year. So, and their trailer's too small, so they got to get a bigger one. But
Yeah. 17 foot, that's pretty long, isn't it?
Well, not if you got to get six.
Yeah, I mean, it's just
get 6 bikes.
Yeah.
It's just big enough to fit those bikes in it.
Yeah.
Is it an outlaw trailer?
Yeah. It's a Gator made enclosed.
Okay, gotcha.
Yeah, we've actually been looking at trailers, so by the
Yeah.
time next year we might have one set up similar to that. So we'll see.
Nice. Yeah. Yeah, trailering it down there was probably for the best, especially with the off and on rain on the way down there, and then not riding so much, so we could save our tank for riding so much once we got there. You know.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I think that's one of the when we went to the King of the Baggers race in Wisconsin, man, I tell you what, when we first took off, we were pounded by rain. It was raining so hard that I mean, I have a pretty expensive helmet, and maybe all the helmets are like this, but I would have thought if I turned the seal on the the air vents off that I would be getting rain in, but it was pouring in rain. And it was actually rain over my eyes. It looked like it was raining inside my helmet. I was trying to wipe it off. I was like, what the hell's going on here? It's like inside my helmet.
Yeah, we actually have a helmet story. While we're at the Harley shop in Charleston, we met the guy. He's the I guess he's the sales rep.
Yeah, he's
for
the
Daytona helmets.
Social media manager. He does a lot of stuff for Daytona helmets. Go ahead.
Go ahead. Comment.
Well, I don't really know what all he does. He runs the affiliate program, which is what we're now a part of after talking to him, which Dad's going to get into more. But yeah, he was a really cool guy, and we kind of hit it off talking to him. And
actually, we wound up riding with him Friday and Saturday.
Was that the Daytona helmets?
That's the second. Yeah. That's the fourth special guest here.
Yeah.
Let me get
your fourth special guest.
Yeah.
Got the Daytona helmets Viper.
Looks good.
But you were talking about your helmet.
Visor.
Yeah, this thing has an unbelievable seal around it.
Yeah.
And man, their helmet, it's full carbon and weighs like 3 pounds.
Which I wish we would have had these the day we got caught in the rain, because my helmet was it was like dumping rain inside of it. But yeah, we got hooked up with these guys, and man, these helmets are just awesome. If you want to.
Yeah, we bought 4 of them. I brought my brother back a carbon modular one, and he wore it yesterday. We rode, and I asked him how he liked it, and he said, I want you to order my wife one. And so he's switching to them, and I'm going to get my wife one. I think Jared's going to get his wife one. We all 3 got the Viper, the full face.
Full face. Do they make modular ones or no?
Yep.
Yeah. That's their newest thing. They just came out with the carbon modular. It's full carbon on the shell, but then the front of it's ABS, which Lucas said that by this time next year they'll have a full carbon whole thing for modular. Mm-hmm. So that's really what they're looking forward to.
So what discount code do I use? Is it like BTB 859?
Yes, sir.
That's right.
Yep.
BTB 859 at DaytonaHelmets.com will save you 15%, and it'll kind of help us out a little bit too.
Yeah. One of the coolest things is the photochromic lens. It changes, from light to dark. And mine, when we left one of the stunt show and rode back to the campground, I was amazed how clear it was, and I flipped it up to see if I could tell, and it was so clear you couldn't even tell that it was down.
Oh wow!
How much does that one cost?
Yeah, this here I think it's $439 retail, and then the photochromic lens is I think like $70.
They're $80.
$80.
Yeah,
okay,
that's before the discount.
Yeah, that's before the discount, so you can save a little money with our code.
Yeah, Drew switched to a modular. And he had a carbon Simpson, and he said he likes the Daytona better.
Nice.
Drew's big thing with the Daytona is the field of vision, which you can tell this visor obviously looks huge.
Yeah,
and it is just because when you put it on, there's nothing obstructing your view at all. You got the Simpson, the nose thing kind of comes up. Dad's shoey kind of like you're boxed in a little bit.
Yeah, my shoey's just a little tighter field of vision there.
But this lens is huge, and that's the other.
Yeah, the first day that we wore those, we wore them for 10 hours.
Yeah, you can see how kind of
Yeah.
You can see how clear it is right now because there's no sun. It's obviously a little bit tinted, but once you're in the sun, it really darkens up a lot.
And it has pin lock, right?
Yep. Yeah, the pin lock there. This has the MotoGP style locking, so that it clicks down and it forms that really tight seal. So, like Chris's story about the rain getting in, that's a non-factor on this helmet.
Yeah, they're really cool helmets.
But, they're pretty sweet. Definitely check them out if you got looking for a new helmet.
Yeah, I think it's one thing helmets a lot of manufacturers don't have is the field of view. I mean, I have good.
Yeah.
I mean, a lot of people don't have a good field of view, but I do have, and I love to see. When I have to look all the way back to look at something, I can see something coming in my field of view, which that's pretty cool. I might have to look at them. Do they have any place like? Are they at what is that gear?
Cycle gear?
Cycle gear and stuff like that? Or are they just outside this?
I don't think so. He's going to Gettysburg. He's going to Smoky Mountain Bike Week. Obviously, he was at Drew's Mobbin the Mountain. He was there. He's got an enclosed trailer, and he had 8x18 trailer. He had a street glide in there, and the rest of it was helmets and boxes.
Oh wow!
He probably sold 30 helmets there, probably, or something like that.
How many vendors was there? That's one thing we haven't asked. What kind of vendors?
The Swicky guys were there, and Drew had his stuff set up. Daytona helmets. It was really just like a riding thing. So the guys that were vendors, they just kind of set up a little thing for at night for people to hang out at, basically.
Yeah, and Lucas was riding with us the whole time.
Yeah.
So it wasn't really like a ton of vendors.
But
what was you saying, Connie?
That's not what it's about.
Yeah.
So.
Corey, I believe. I don't know who that is. But
yeah, Corey said he wanted to know what kind of helmet you had.
Oh, I have a Shoei, yeah.
Yeah, but Rolling Throttle Life said, Lucas from Daytona Helmets will be back next year.
Yeah, cool.
Yeah.
Oh, awesome. Yeah, he was a really cool guy too. It was a lot of fun hanging out and getting to know him a little bit and riding with him. I mean, he can really rip too.
Yeah.
It seems like you guys, had a freaking great time. I mean,
it was good.
Yeah, you guys definitely got to come next year. It was a lot of fun.
Yeah, we were on our way down there, and we kept on saying, man, because we lost GPS, and we were going through a patch where we were like 3 hours, and we were pretty close to West Virginia. And I was like, hey, Les, let's go check out where it was at. And it was like, how many hours was it away from us, even though it was in West Virginia, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Because we were looking at it, and then we said, let's see if we can just get out of this traffic and go straight up there and, check on these guys. And because I-40 was closed because of some rain.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I heard about that. Yeah.
So we were in this traffic, like bumper to bumper, for like 2 to 3 hours, going maybe 10 to 15 miles per hour. Sometimes we go a little bit faster, but most of the time it was pretty slow. Yeah. And we was like, we're going to do a detour and go to the Mob in the mountains. But we couldn't find out because we had no GPS. We had no cell service. It sucked. So, but we was thinking about
that's one good thing on my street glide. When we were in that rainstorm, it was, like I said, a freaking torrential downpour.
And we were lost.
We were lost, and I'm putting it in there in the rain. It's like flooding down my screen, and I'm trying to type in where we were going. But that thing popped right up, and we made it back. So
I didn't know if we were going to make it back at one point.
We come up over this hill, and where you could see out across the mountain.
And you couldn't see out across the mountain because of the rain.
Yeah, the rain was going totally sideways, and man, it was freaking crazy.
Nice. I got so many darn announcements going on my phone tonight. What the heck is going on?
I don't know. You're disturbing.
I know. It's disturbing me.
Oh, yeah. One other thing that's coming up in August. Ben is going to lead the IMRG ride from Indian out there.
Yeah.
Yeah. I seen that actually on the IMRG Facebook page. That's pretty cool.
Yeah.
Congratulations.
Yeah, Josh kind of just put out a post. He just asked looking for anybody that could do it.
Yeah.
And so I got an Indian, so I can do it.
But You're probably going to have to slow down just a little bit.
Yeah.
You guys are going to speed up.
I have to speed up a little bit.
Well, at least I mean, everybody's welcome there. I mean, yes, you probably have to have an Indian to lead it.
Yeah.
But everybody's welcome
I think
there.
Josh got a guy to lead
Yeah,
it.
I was joking with him. I said, I'll lead it if nobody else will. And he said, you got to have an Indian. I said, well, Ben's got an Indian.
Hey, what happened to that chieftain you was looking at? I heard you was looking at a chieftain. What happened?
Yeah.
I want to go test drive one.
Oh, you haven't done it yet?
Nah, not yet.
Yeah, there's 112s. Pretty sweet.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm looking here. It says Rolling Throttle says, yeah, it's more of a get together than I tried to get my friends that are vendors to come and hang out and ride, which is I think it's pretty cool. I think that's the way
the vendors go to those rallies. The vendors go to those rallies all year, and none of them get to ride.
So, does he think he's going to eventually have it capped? I mean,
no,
he's just going to let it grow bigger. I mean,
yeah, he's changing it up next year where it's going to be like some different groups, and it's going to be good.
Yeah, he said next year the format, like Dad said, is just going to be a little bit different. Yeah.
So I mean, so is his plan to be bigger then to make it more of a not a Surges thing, but a cup of
it's going to be big. Yeah,
it's going to be big.
It's going to keep growing.
Cool.
Corey, it's fine. They hide them.
Oh my gosh! There's only one drain plug. Now Harley has like 3 of them.
Hey, Ben has 2.
I thought there was only one. I drained it, and then I just drained that one. I was like, that kind of didn't seem like much oil, but I didn't really think that much of it. And I'm just talking to Dad. I'm like, we got to put 3 quarts in. I'm just dumping oil into it.
I'm filming. He goes, I think we got a problem.
Yeah, I'm just dumping oil into it.
It's overfilling right now.
And it just starts overfilling. Like, oh man, I don't know. So then, why didn't you look up a video about doing this? I'm like, I don't watch videos. I make videos.
Oh jeez.
Yeah,
find that out the hard way.
Yeah, the Thunderstroke has 2 drain plugs. You have to drain both. Yeah, oh yeah, absolutely. You have to drain both. You put in around 4. You put in around 4.5 quarts. You run it for 30-40 seconds, and then you put in the other 1.5 quarts. Otherwise, you have oil running out on the ground.
Wow.
Yep, gotta get to know them a little bit.
Yep, there's a little bit of a process, and then there's a little bit of a process.
You know what? On my Harley, I just dump all 5 quarts in, and I'm ready to go.
Yep.
So
I'm familiar.
The Power Plus, it's the same way. One drain, pour them all in. You're good.
You don't have 2 drain plugs on that, Chris?
Nope, just one. All right, I keep letting it grow, but we'll never.
The Harley is a pain in the ass to change, but when you change the oil, it's clean.
Yeah. Well, Drew, congratulations on a successful event. Like I said, Les has already got his schedule, his 3.0 out. I do not. I work in retail, so I can never tell you if I'm going to have that weekend off or not until it gets a little closer. But I plan on being there also. And then if Max, if he wants to ride on the back of the motorcycle like he normally does when I go to different events,
that crap gets old. That's old news. Nobody cares. Retire, find some new lines.
It's gonna be it's gonna be on every single podcast that we do. Yeah. So since one of them's got Indian, are you guys gonna go to the Jack Daniels event? Yeah.
Smoky Mountain, and then right after that, like 2 weeks after that, we're going to Texas.
Going to Texas, okay.
Yeah. We're going to Bogey Biker and Kelly B Gliding's having that Twisted in Texas ride. We're going to that.
Oh, I've heard that. It's pretty. I heard that's supposed to be pretty good too.
Yeah.
No. Well, shoot. Yeah. That's the only thing we got planned right now is what is it? Les is the
Sturgis, isn't it?
Well, that's next year. Sturgis next year. Maybe there's also another ride that we're
Daniels
talking
thing's like the week after Smoky Mountain Bike Week or something, isn't it?
Yep.
Something like that.
Yep. And they're getting I got a podcast on the 27th. They're getting ready to do some more announcements. hopefully everything will be released by then, and we'll be able to have that released on that podcast. But it's going to be pretty big this year. It's getting bigger. That's all I can say. It's getting bigger. Yeah, without making anybody pissed off at me.
Yeah, Drew just said Crystal's planning on doing a women's ride, a female ride next year, one of the days too. So that would be pretty cool. There's a lot of women there riding.
Yeah,
Yeah.
And that's what that's what the community needs.
Yeah.
That's always cool to see a female empowering event.
Mm-hmm.
That's great. That's fantastic. Glad to hear.
Yeah, I mean, while Drew's on here, we cannot thank Drew and Crystal and the Roll and Throttle guys. Like I said, the stuff that they planned out, it was top notch.
They put in a ton of work into it, and he's
awesome.
already working on it for next year, and he already has been. And definitely did a great job, and we're really looking forward to continuing to support them, and especially for next year too. Yeah.
So,
see, is that when the bachelor party will be, Drew? Let's see.
Oh, I've been talking about a Route 66 ride.
Oh yeah, Route 66. I need to get my website up more because I have a calendar on there. I want to get all the events on there, and it's gonna be more of a community kind of thing. It's almost like Facebook. I need to get that thing up and running. It is up and running. It is at Throttle on iron.com if you guys want to sign up, but it is getting bigger and bigger. But that's exactly what I want to do is have all these events. My calendar 4.0 is going to be there, and people can communicate. And it's kind of like a Facebook. It's almost like a Facebook. You can do post, message people, all kinds of stuff. So, but anyway, wow. I mean, thanks, guys. I'm willing to sacrifice my body for this event. That's right.
Yeah.
and he really means that, too.
He did. He proved it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow.
At least he wasn't on, he was jumping over a motorcycle. Wasn't on a motorcycle in an accident, because that means you guys were accident-free last year,
guys,
pretty much.
They would just roast those tires and then change the tires and then do it again. They would do that. They probably went through each of them 3 tires night.
Yeah.
You have like that.
The bike held up the way that they ride them. Like
wait till you see the video from that. You would think this thing's gonna grenade any second.
Yeah.
And it was just it was like 2 hours long.
Yeah, and they had this Honda Grom. I really felt sorry for that bike. Yeah, they were destroying that Honda Grom.
I had a road glide, and man, he was just giving it to business. It was, man.
That's
those guys were awesome.
When you have a 700-pound plus bike and doing stunts like that, man, you got to have everything perfect.
Yeah,
you
can't. You see the video from that. It's impressive.
Yeah, I'm most impressed by the road glide guys that do that on those bikes.
He flew off of the pavement and jumped and landed in the mud.
Yeah.
He comes back and there's mud hanging off of it, and he didn't crash or anything. I was like, man, these guys are freaking.
There's a woman that I've seen that does a super bike, and she does all them stunts. I can't remember what her name is, but she's freaking crazy too. When we were at King of the Baggers, they had a stunt team there also, and one of the bikes had these little like rods that went around the bike. So when he stopped in front, he'd roll over.
Yeah, I've seen that.
It's just amazing what you can do with motorcycles, man. It's crazy.
Yeah.
Let's see. We went through 44 tires.
44
Wow.
tires.
44 tires.
Yeah, that's not an exaggeration.
Wow.
I asked him, I said, where do you guys get these tires at? And he said, we stop at all the Harley shops on the way here and buy all their used tires.
Wow.
Some of them were like new takeoffs and just whatever.
The 15-year-old was
They
crazy
could
good.
change the tire in they probably changed the tire in like 5 minutes.
Yeah.
Did they have their own
They definitely
machine?
get good at it.
No.
Yeah, when you get good at it, when you have to do it that much, I guess you get pretty good at it.
Yeah. And they all work on their own stuff too.
Yeah.
Lucas kind of knows a few of them a little bit more personally than we do, obviously. And
Yeah, a couple of them are wearing Daytona helmets.
yeah.
Yep.
He was talking about how they all do their own bike maintenance and stuff, and they're all like kids.
pretty young,
Yeah, they're all. The one was 15 years old, and then his older brother was doing it. They're all,
They're all in their 20s.
yeah.
Oh, wow.
Sounds like so much fun, man. I'm actually jealous.
Yeah. Well, we're not. You're not even scratching the surface of it. Like it was really, like I said, it was just unbelievable.
Yeah.
So how many days was this event?
Well, kind of started Thursday, Friday, Saturday, or
yeah. Well, Wednesday we got there and it was just everybody hanging out.
Yeah, Wednesday is when everybody kind of shows up, kind of hangs out that day or that night, and then Thursday ride, Friday ride, and Saturday ride.
Yeah, he said, we're rolling out of here at 8:00, and I was thinking, yeah, we're probably not going to get out of here at 9:00, but 8:05 we were hitting second gear down the road.
Yeah.
Man, I'll tell you,
like we said, we had a great time, and it was unbelievable organized.
Okay, so we're almost at the end of this thing, so you guys can tell us some dirt here.
No, there is no dirt.
What is the worst? Just kidding.
I think we actually missed the good night at the tractor bar. We left Saturday night to get back here for Sunday, but
well, they had it designed to be such long days. You get up at 8 in the morning and you ride 300 miles, and then they want to burn it down at the tractor bar all night. Not really used to this, but yeah, it was a lot.
Did you guys'
fun, though.
wives go and everything?
No, not this time.
Yeah.
Not this time. All right, so what is your next? What are you guys doing next?
Next, we got to get up these videos from Mobbin so you guys can really live vicariously through that. But what's our next event here?
Yeah, the
IMRG ride. Yeah, that's coming up in August.
I think I'm going to the Dream Rides bike night thing, the 12th down in the Tapaco Lodge.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah, did you want to mention the Club Style Cincinnati too?
Yeah, the Club Style Cincinnati guys got a new page. You guys see that?
No.
No.
Yeah, I think he's doing a ride from Indian out there on the 12th too. Club Style Cincinnati on Instagram.
Yeah, he's been posting up some people's bikes and kind of just giving shout outs and just to the community or whatever.
Trying to get some stuff organized.
Yeah, he's trying to get some stuff organized and do some rides and stuff around here.
Yeah, it seems pretty cool. You can check that out.
What is it now? Club Style what?
Club Style Cincinnati.
Okay.
Now, do you guys have any of your own rides set up? You're going to ride through southern Kentucky, and you had some stuff you were talking about earlier this year.
Well, it's in the works. We ended up canceling our ride that we had in May because of rain, and then we got into a bunch of other stuff. I mean, that's kind of just been put on the back burner lately. But what we were planning now is for this IMRG ride that I'm supposed to lead. We're kind of going to use that as our training wheels. Kind of do that ride and get more accustomed to leading one ourselves. And later this year, we're definitely going to be putting a ride on. So stay tuned for that.
Yeah, definitely be watching for that. I was going to go on the other ride when it was canceled.
Yeah. We might try to do it in August or beginning of September, maybe.
Okay. I'll be looking for it.
Yeah, that was a day.
Yeah.
Awesome. Yeah,
that
was like the worst day to do it.
Don't stretch yourself too thin, guys. It's all fun
until
it becomes work.
Yeah, right.
Definitely trying to make it still fun for sure.
Let's see, July 12th. Kickstands up at noon. Yeah, he's gonna be doing it at Indian. It's like Dixie Highway, Walton, 1085. Show up with a full tank, Kentucky back road ride, and he's got a Harley-Davidson. What's wrong with that guy? He's taking a Harley. He's taking a ride from the Indian dealer on a Harley-Davidson. But no, I mean he's got an Indian on his other picture. I think is he just did that on his brochure, but he's got an Indian. Let me see if I can get his picture. If I can, let me see if I can download this thing here. You know what? Let me just take a screenshot. But yeah, we have talked about doing a ride once in a while, so we might have to get together and the more the better. We can see what we can do. But I know I've talked about it many times with Les that eventually we'll do our own ride and we'll see how it goes. But
yeah, trying to put together our own ride that was just going to be like one day. And we were like, man, this is a lot going into this. And it just makes what Drew did down there for Mobbin just even more incredible. How much work and everything, organizing all that putting into that. It was
that's what I told Drew. I said, man, it needs to be 4 days long instead of 3.
Yep. That's the guy that's doing that ride in Indian.
Yeah.
That's AJ. That's
AJ?
isn't it? That's
Really?
AJ.
Oh, maybe that's who it is. Maybe his nickname is. Yeah, you're probably right. It is AJ.
AJ Scott.
Yeah, AJ Scott.
Yep.
Scott.
Yep.
I would have just said AJ Scott instead of Club and Style and whatever it is, Cincinnati, because AJ Scott is actually a pretty cool name. So.
Hey, Zan Biker. Good evening.
Yeah, welcome to the podcast.
And AJ rides a little fast, just so you know.
Yep.
perfect.
He's got some kind of scout, doesn't he? Or no?
Yeah, and well, I don't know what he's got now. I thought he had Chieftain now or something. But he's modded it. He's raised it to get more ground clearance, more lean angle. He's done a bunch of work to it. So he is not a slow rider at all.
All right. Well, I mean, you guys got everything you guys want to talk about, or?
Yeah, I think we're good. Thanks for having us on.
Yeah, we appreciate it.
Putting the word out about how awesome Mobbin was.
Yeah, this is it wasn't really. Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, letting us put out our stuff about Daytona helmets. It's really cool. So yeah, we appreciate it too.
Yeah, we didn't know if we were going to have a podcast this week. Well, actually, last week we didn't know we was going to have a podcast either. And I said, well, let's just go ahead and do it. So we did one on Thursday, and then I was, Sunday, Monday, or Tuesday, I was thinking about having a podcast. I couldn't remember what it was, and you guys said you wanted to pop in and said, okay, no problem. You popped in, and give you guys. I mean, when it's fresh, right? It's in everybody's mind going to this mob in the mountains. We talk about it 6 months later, and people will be like, what is that? Half of them won't even look at it. But when it's fresh, and you got a lot of people that's on here that's been to the event, and they swear by it, it's like the best thing since sliced bread. I mean, it's going to have more people looking at it next year, So
yeah,
I'm looking forward to it. I mean, even though I ride
Sounds
Indian,
good.
hopefully they welcome us, Les. You think they'll welcome us?
Hey, I was welcome.
Yeah,
I think
there was
so.
one Indian there.
Oh, there was
One Indian.
One.
I think
Indian?
I did have the only.
I think it was just one.
Oh, you were serious.
Hey, I'll be honest with you. I've seen more Indians out on the road lately. I mean, when we was on our way down to Myrtle Beach, I mean, I saw a lot of the Roadmaster classics, but we also seen a couple of Challengers.
We ran into a big group of bikes at Babcock State Park or something like that.
Yeah.
And there was a crap load of Indians there, wasn't there?
Full crap load.
Yeah,
There's a bunch of them.
So I think people have got to get a little bit more where they're making aftermarket parts and that kind of stuff for both of these motorcycles, because I think Indian is really coming up, and especially I know Harley has got a following that's pretty much a cult, but there is deflectors, and and I'm telling you, there's more. I've been seeing more than I've ever seen, and
I definitely get your point. I've been seeing a lot. Yeah.
What were you saying? What was you laughing at there, man?
Deflectors.
Deflectors.
Deflectors are what's on the back of your bike and on the side of your bike.
Right, I'm muting him.
You said defectors.
You can try.
I said defectors. Yeah, I said defectors. My wife said I said it right.
He can't speak correctly sometimes, but he did say defectors.
There's a couple
I said
Indians
I didn't say
running around
deflectors. Oh, okay. He's muted.
Yeah,
He's
there
done.
must have supposed to be a guy.
Go, Jay Gray.
Down.
Oh,
All right.
all right. Before we go, I want to talk about my good friend, because I told him, hey, listen, he actually sent my wife a
That
shirt.
one's mine.
This is yours?
Yes.
Way to go, Connie.
I know. Thank you, Fish.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, so this is
Nice.
RyFish's apparel. I bought one shirt off of him, because I like to support people. This is my shirt, I guess. I got the black one. That sucks. I like gray. But look, his logo is pretty cool. And he sent me a bunch of stickers.
I like Fish. He's a good dude.
Yeah, he sent me a bunch of stickers to give out to people. And for you Harley guys, because I got one of these already, I do have a couple patches, for your new bike in the future. Dang, Max is so serious.
Well, there's 3 of them. You got three.
Oh yeah, you're right. Yeah, well, next time I see you guys, we'll put these on your vest. Okay, I'll sew them right personally.
Yeah, I need one for sure.
All right. All right, Les, you got anything finalized? Talk about these guys? Great show, guys.
Nope,
Thank you.
I don't think so. I'll wait and see the videos.
Yep. Yeah. This is just like
as soon as we can. Man, there's a lot of content we shot out there. So
yeah, if we had some of the videos, we could probably show them. That would have been cool. Like I said, an hour before this show, I was actually putting these slides together. So actually, it wasn't even an hour. It was like 20 minutes before we started.
Yeah.
So it was.
I gave the SD card to Jared, and he texted me and said, there's 300 video clips on this one card. I'm like,
yeah,
sounds about right.
One of the 3 cards has 300.
Yeah,
there's still 2 more.
That's a question. How many cards did you guys have? Because I literally film so much, and I kind of keep it in there. I have it's called my black book right here.
Yeah, we got 2 of those.
I mean, it's just like
probably 10
just
cards.
freaking cards out there, cards inside the thing.
We got like a couple for our drone, and then we got like some 256 gigs that we use in our cameras.
Yeah.
Yeah, so we usually shoot with like 3 cameras, and then that ends up being 2 cards each. And
what cameras do you guys use? GoPros or what?
DJI Action 5 and Osmo 3, and then the drone. And we do have a bunch of GoPros, but we kind of quit using them.
Yeah, I kind of use that Mini 13 for like quick little shots where I can just pull it out of my pocket real fast and just do something kind of as it's happening. So, yeah.
All right. Well, we're starting our after hours here. Let's get this thing rolling. Let's see what kind of music I want to play this time. Let's go best of this. There we go. No, let's don't do that one.
Again, you didn't ask me if I got anything.
Hey, hold on a second, Max. I had you muted. I just unmuted you. I'm sorry. I've been telling you. I've been asking you for a while. Did you have anything? Max, you got anything?
Go away.
Max, I do have to come to your house. Are you gonna be friendly tomorrow when I bring your shirt?
Sure.
Okay. Max, you got anything? I don't have him muted. He's not muted. He's not muted. Max, you're not muted.
There's no sound.
He's not muted, man. He's not muted. He's lying. He's lying.
What the heck happened to it?
He's lying. There's nothing wrong with him. He's not muted. I promise you. Come on, Max, say something.
Oh, you turned me back on. Thanks. Bye, everybody. Have a good night. Good night.
Good night, all.
Like, share, subscribe. Have a good night.
Now he's muted. Yeah.
You didn't ask about the big reveal.
What's that?
You didn't ask me about the big reveal.
Well, I thought it was going to be Tuesday, but you said it's going to be Wednesday now. So let's just say,
let's do it now.
This is after hours. Nobody's listening. Nobody's watching.
We're still on the air. Yes, they are.
No joke. I know that. I'm playing it, Max. I'm playing this. I'm playing him to tell us. You did sign an NDA, right? So got to be careful what you say there, buddy.
Yeah. So, Max, I know you'll be really, really disappointed. But on Wednesday, I pick up a 25 Pursuit with the 112 and upgraded power band on it.
You traitor. You're a traitor.
Yeah.
You trade your other.
So I'm the only one left that's going to defend the Thunderstroke. Thank you. Appreciate it.
I heard.
Hey,
up in Cincinnati.
I'm giving you advance warning, Max, so you can turn on the Thunderstroke if you like. There's nothing wrong with it.
No.
But yeah, that's the news.
We're gonna get 117 bore kit. We're gonna soup this sucker up. It's gonna be a one badass motherfucker when we're done with it.
Are you paying for it?
No, he's paying for it.
I think Les will ride it just the way it is.
No. He's got a book of things he wants already on this bike. He's got dreams.
Well,
he's got a.
Yeah, well, who doesn't have a book of what they want to do with a bike? But 117 engine kit, that can get pretty pricey.
Yeah. It would be. All right. Well, that was the big reveal. We still have 12 people that know about this. Please don't, put it on the Facebook or anything like that. It's a secret.
Hey,
but,
hey, most of all, do not tell my wife. She doesn't know.
Yeah. She doesn't.
She will here in about 25 seconds.
Oh my God, Connie, don't be doing
You got the
this.
doors locked.
As we see the shoe fly across the room. Yeah.
Oh boy.
Oh God.
I can turn the music down a little bit. We can talk about this.
Like, share, subscribe, everybody. Good night.
We didn't get no subscribers out of this. You guys better hit the subscribe button. Have you got a subscriber? Oh my gosh. We got none.
Hey, our Indian Adventures.
Oh man, what's
Mad
going on,
Monkey.
Chris? Bob, we'll see you on Sunday night. Be ready. It's gonna be a fun time. Make sure you have your cell phone by then, if you haven't got it yet. He was on his way riding, and he dropped his cell phone, understanding, and broken 1,000. Yeah. And Chris, welcome to the podcast. We gotta get you on here, man. We gotta get you on here. You're next. I'll talk to you about it. He's got a YouTube channel too, and it's our Indian Adventures. Check it out. Well, I know you guys are bored, and it's pouring down rain out here. And I hear a bunch of thunder, but it's in the distance. That must be that 116.
116.
Running out of time. Good night.